bone, sharp white, bone, sharp white. Your meniscus tissue sits in this V, this crevice.
Okay.
Now this is your border of your meniscus tissue. This should be congruent with the bones. This is bulging out.
Oh, okay.
So your meniscus is bulging out. All this black is inflammation. So a little bit of black
is
here.
this on the medial or the lateral?
Lateral.
Lateral. Okay.
Lateral side.
Okay.
So the cold spray.
Spray. And why do we have a cold spray?
Just to numb the surface of the skin.
Oh, okay.
And then this is the numbing medicine, so you're going to feel a slight pinch and a burn. You probably feel a little burn and a little sting. Burn and a sting, burn and a sting, sorry. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Another burn and a sting.
Ah!
Sorry.
Shit. Oh, what
Really
is
painful? This is numbing.
This is the numbing
This is
stuff.
kind of the worst part usually.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
Breathing okay? Sorry. Yeah, another pinch and a burn, sorry. Okay. So then what we do is we take this guy off and we put on the prolotherapy solution.
Is this the sugar water?
Sugar water,
Dextrose?
yeah. So you may feel some pressure, but it shouldn't feel as painful since you have some of the numbing medicine in there. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
And we're done with spot 1. You okay?
Yeah, cool.
So, do you have pain anywhere where
No.
I push? No pain anywhere?
No, my knee doesn't hurt.
Okay. And it doesn't become more swollen? anywhere
No,
around
it
here?
doesn't inflame. It doesn't do anything.
So it's really just a looseness? you
Yeah, it's
feel.
just sloppy.
Okay, so let's tighten up some of these structures. So it's going to be more that LCL and meniscus when we can get them in the 2 planes. Numbing. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the needle going in there?
So, you may feel this one, where we go into what I call a little bit more of the LCL. Okay, good. So far okay then?
Yeah.
Okay. So next we're going to come in a little bit more superficial, so more, yeah, exactly. Not too bad so far?
No.
Okay. So we'll do a little cleaning there. Do the cold spray. I'm going to feel a slight pinch. A little burn. You'll see me again top left. Right into that V part, which is the meniscus tear. Then I'm going to come into the top, which is your LCL. So far okay?
Yeah.
Good. So now we put on this prolotherapy solution. And just take the syringe off. Now let's go deeper down into that meniscus. Shouldn't feel too bad, right?
Don't feel anything.
Okay, good. Okay, done.
Alright.
Not too bad, huh?
No, that was pretty.
Anyone could do
Nice.
these injections.
Huh?
Anyone could do these injections.
Okay.
or go through
Give me that needle. Let me give it a shot.
them. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to get you back onto your backside. you're gonna feel a pinch and a burn, okay? It's gonna feel pretty tender here.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Ah.
Breathe, breathe. Take a nice deep breath in.
Oh.
Okay.
Ah.
Yep, sorry.
That sucks.
Yeah, sensitive, right?
Yeah.
Compared to the other ones?
Right.
Figuring out our spot here. Okay, let's go to a lateral.
Am I gonna see the needle go in with the fluoroscope?
You may not. Sensitive?
Yeah.
Yeah, you may feel some pressure here, okay?
Yeah. What's that black stuff?
That's me putting a little bit of contrast in there to see.
That black
where-
blob right there?
Yeah,
That's contrast?
yeah.
Okay. Ah!
Sorry.
But where's the tendon?
That black little blob, that's the ACL.
That's the ACL right there? Okay.
So you're gonna feel this, sorry.
So do you know where the actual tear is?
There's no ACL tear.
Oh, there is no.
remember?
Or
So
where-
we're just tightening the ACL.
Okay.
Picture. Okay.
All
That's
right.
it. We're good. Done.
Yeah. So.
So what this was for was not for an ACL tear, but to actually help tighten the ACL with the sugar solution.
Okay.
So that's why we're not injecting it into a what I call a super painful area like your lateral meniscus. That's where you had your tear.
All that they're building.
So you'll feel a little tapping here.
Jesus.
Nice deep breath.
That's just me getting onto the bone there.
Okay. Yeah, that was on.
So once I kind of get to the bone surface, I start numbing it up. But I do go to multiple areas, so you'll feel kind of a sensitive area in a few spots because I'm numbing as we go. We're not drilling into the bone or anything yet. This is all just numbing. So again, sometimes you may feel like a burn and a sting. You may feel sensitive in a couple areas. You may feel more tapping, and that's me just tapping on the bone and numbing it up there. So the next thing you're going to feel is you're going to feel some deeper pressure here in a second, okay? Because remember, we have to use a drill to get into the bone, and that's going to be what I call a little bit thicker of a needle. So you're going to feel some pressure, just about a second here. Pressure, pressure. You're going to feel some real deep pressure. Yeah, you feel that, right? Okay. You okay? So next thing you're going to hear is a vibration, kind of, and it's going to sound like this.
Yeah.
That's going to be us drilling into the bone. So you're going to feel pressure, pressure, and the last second or two, you're going to feel it into the marrow because we can't numb inside the marrow. Okay. Yep. That last second you felt, right? Yeah. Kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
How would you describe that sensation?
It's interesting. It actually feels almost like acupuncture.
You're going to feel a little sting here. Sting.
Ah, what's that about?
That's a little blood thinner we use just to prevent clots to form, because your blood, when it hits room temperature, wants to clot, but I don't want it to clot in the syringe.
Right.
So I just put a little bit in there. So next you're going to feel some real deep pressure, okay?
Yeah.
Deep, deep, deep here.
Whoa!
That's us getting the marrow.
Oh, okay. So you're sucking it out now?
Sucking it out.
Cool.
So it kind of feels like
It goes
something's
down
being-
my leg a little bit.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a negative pressure. What that means is I'm sucking something out from a very tight, confined space. So your muscles contract right around it, and that feels like it's almost like butt pain and back of the thigh pain.
Yeah, that's
Kind of what you feel?
it is.
And then I redirect the needle so you'll feel, yeah, you'll feel that kind of vibration sound a couple more times here.
First world problems.
First world problems? Pressure here. Yep, that last second, I know it always gets you. And that's kind of, I hate to say it, that's when we know when we're in the bone marrow. Because that first 5 seconds.
When the guy screams?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I can feel a give way. Think of your bones as like drywall. You got a tougher exterior, but then a hollow interior. Your bones are pretty hard. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I can drill just for a second on a man.
Really?
And for some patients who've got what I call weak or brittle bones, like osteopenia or osteoporosis, I don't even have to use a drill. I can just twist it in. With you, I'd probably be twisting for an hour before I got in.
Well, I'm vegan.
Little sting here, okay? Vegan, huh?
Yeah, so they say that vegans and vegetarians have stronger bones than meat eaters.
Yeah, so do you supplement with anything?
A little bit.
Pressure, sorry. Do you do like probiotics and multivitamins?
Yeah, a little bit. But I mean, the only thing a vegan is missing is B12.
That's right. The girl you met yesterday, Victoria, she's a vegan. So she says the same thing. She's like, it's time for my B12 shot.
Just take a shot?
Yeah. Well, again, sometimes it's better.
I mean, they put B12 in Oreo cookies.
Well, the thing is, there's 2 different kinds of B deficiency. There's one that your GI system, no matter how much B you eat, it just doesn't get absorbed because your GI tract doesn't allow it to. So those people, you need shots. Make sense?
Yeah, really lightheaded.
Okay. We're done with one side. I'm just going to take the
Is that
needle.
because I lost blood? Is that why I'm lightheaded?
No, the medicine makes you kind of a little loopy and lightheaded. That's your gold.
That's the golds. All right, so which one's which?
Platelets in the orangish. Stem cells are nucleated cells, what I call where the stem cells reside in this one.
And how did you separate those?
Spinning them.
In the centrifuge.
Yep, to separate the gradients because they're different weights to all the cells. And so they separate into nice layers and we extract the cells which are what I call in the middle zone. The middle zone is the buffy coat. That's where the stem cells and the platelets reside.
Okay, cool.
Numbing medicine first.
Okay.
So small pinch and a burn here, okay?
Yeah.
You're gonna record this angle.
Yeah.
You can sustain it.
Breathe, breathe.
You're gonna feel
Ouch.
it. Yeah, I know.
It's more than last time.
You're gonna feel it again. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, it's going. See the needle going into the ultrasound.
You okay?
Oh, cranky.
Yeah. It's okay?
Yeah, it's alright.
Okay. I'm just gonna give you a little bit more numbing. Because remember, we dilute it.
Give me all the numbing you got.
Okay.
Aha!
A little bit more of a sting here, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Now remember, the numbing medicine and stem cells don't like each other very much. So we diluted it. What that means is...
It's gonna hurt more?
Yeah. You're still gonna feel it, it's just... Because it's not gonna be completely numb.
Right.
We're just kind of taking the edge off of it. You okay?
Yeah. So where are we going in?
So we're going into your knee joint, what we call the recess of your knee. And it's also getting what I call the outer quad.
So that's all that cloudy stuff?
Yeah,
that's
that
the
kind
blood?
of bright white. That's kind of what I call the speckling.
That's the blood being shot in there?
That's, yep, exactly. You're a good producer with the angles. And so what I do is I take the stem cells off. And I put some platelets. What I say is I supply the scaffolding or the growth factors to those stem cells with these platelets. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so this first one we're doing, you can see all that kind of cloudy white stuff in there. This first one we're doing we're doing it in the entire knee. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bend it up and down.
Okay.
This is to help kind of circulate that stem cells to go from both the outside to get it all throughout the outside, inside, underneath the kneecap, everywhere.
Okay.
What I call your knee is like think of it as a cave with a bunch of different tunnels. And we shoot it into one tunnel, but we got to get into the cave. So
Okay.
we kind of spread it around this way.
Cool.
So we're going to have you turn onto your left side.
Okay. And this is for the meniscus and the LCL.
Yep. So remember, we put that pillow underneath your knee just to make it more comfortable. You okay like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So take a picture, freeze that picture, Jess. You can see kind of right dead center. The meniscus is that V structure.
Yeah. That.
And there's kind of a little black area right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
That's your meniscus tear / degeneration.
Okay.
Right in the dead center of the V. Yep.
Right.
This is going to be more of a drop in, Jess.
So you're gonna shoot a needle right in that black spot?
Yep.
Oh, I want to see that. Cool. Oh, this is more numbing stuff?
Numbing.
Okay.
Okay, numbing medicine first. So you're gonna feel a small pinch, 1, 2, 3. And you're gonna feel a burn. Feel that burn?
Not yet.
We'll go straight into that area again. So small pinch. You're gonna feel it. One, 2, 3. You okay?
Yeah, I don't feel anything.
Okay, you're gonna see it kind of. You may feel a little bit of pressure. I'm kind of right in the dead center of it. I'm gonna wiggle my needle so you can kind of see it. Now it's gonna start washing out the picture a little bit because all that white is the stem cells.
So is this the meniscus picture that
Yep.
we're looking at? So it's just all cloudy. So how
Yeah,
do you know
that's
you're
all-
hitting that
I'm hitting that dead center.
that
V.
dark spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what happens is there's a little bit of spillover that kind of comes up in that bright white. Yep.
Okay.
And there's also what I call reverberation of the needle. And so sometimes the ultrasound will pick up kind of that sharp white signal. Oh, right. dead
So we don't
center.
need a fluoroscope for this.
Not this part, because the meniscus you don't really need the fluoroscope.
Okay.
The fluoroscope is really for the ACL. So now we kind of come across. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't feel anything.
Good. It's the numbing medicine.
Yeah.
So I switch off that stem cell. And I bring on those platelets. So you're going to feel a little pressure here. Because again, we're occupying a space that is tight. And this is really just to kind of surround those stem cells with the platelets. You okay?
Yeah. So you don't use the freezing stuff today?
No, that's because it's just one small spot. You're already kind of numb. You okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm in the dead center of the knee. So the top bone is the femur, bottom bone is tibia. I'm aiming in the middle of the knee, but now I have to check different planes to see how deep we are. Are we on the front part of the ACL or the back part of the ACL? Because I want to kind of get in the front and middle part.
Do you remember where that white stuff was?
I always review the MRI.
Oh, you did? You
before.
just did? Yeah,
Like they're getting in that mid-body and even the what I call the origin of the ACL.
okay. The what?
The origin, so
The
where it
origin.
starts.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Shoot this.
So your ACL fibers kind of go like this, right? So what we do is we inject into different parts of the ACL. In the back of the femur,
Okay, so say that again. The ACL.
your ACL fibers kind of go in this diagonal
Okay.
plane of axis.
Okay.
So when you have an ACL fiber that goes this way, what we try to do is we inject kind of throughout the tract. What I say, in this diagonal fashion. Now, if we weren't in the ACL, this little blob, or what I call the contrast, would float throughout the knee. It would kind of spread out everywhere.
Oh, so that's
So-
how you know it's in the ACL.
Correct. If it kind of stays focal, what I call a smudgogram, which is Smudgogram means it kind of creates a blob because we're in a very focused, tight area of tissue. Now, if you have a tear of an ACL, that's always hard because if you have a tear and the fibers are kind of all over the place, that's when you may start seeing leakage.
Right.
Because it's hard to bridge those two together. Your ACL is intact, which means it's kind of a nice, tight tissue, and it's not going to create that blob appearance all throughout the knee. It's going to stay in this kind of linear fashion.
Gotcha.
Step 3 is when we take the platelets from your blood and nourish all the stem cells we put in today.
Okay. So how are you gonna get those platelets?
Blood draw. So we get blood from the arm, spin it down in the centrifuge, concentrate the platelets, inject it in just one spot though. We're not going to do all these multiple areas because that one we are, what I'd say, nourishing the whole area. It doesn't have to be target specific.
Okay.
Platelets and growth factors to all the stem cells. But 2, it's helping to down regulate the inflammation that's in your knee. So what I mean by that is, you'll notice tonight and tomorrow, your knee's going to almost feel like it's double in size. There's a lot of pressure. It's tight. You don't want a prolonged level of inflammation because that's more detrimental to healing. It's like when you're inflamed for a lot longer, your body doesn't heal right. So we're trying to down regulate some of that so your body still continues to heal.
So that's step 3.
Yep.
Is
PRP.
down regulating the inflammation.
Correct.
With the
Regulating the
platelets?
inflammation, yep, and providing nutrition to the stem cells.
Yo. See ya.
Hi. You all set?
How much blood do I have?
You have a lot of blood.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm positive. It's only 8 tubes.
How long does it take to regenerate all this blood?
Takes about an hour, so you'll have an hour downtime.
No, I mean, for me to grow back
for your
this
body.
blood.
It takes hours. Within hours, your body starts producing the blood back.
And how long does it take to grow back the bone marrow?
The bone marrow, for your bone to actually seal, it takes about 6 weeks. Because he went into the bone to grab the bone marrow. That takes about 6 weeks.
You know, it was really translating a lot, not only because of the ACL, but because of the supporting ligaments. So that's what we're trying to do is tighten things up, plus heal that meniscus tear.
Yeah.
Right? Let me show you what your platelets look like.
Yeah, sure.
So all that blood this morning,
Yeah.
or whatever, 2 hours ago,
Yeah.
it's kind of a yellowish hue. Remember where the stem cells were more orangish and reddish?
Why is it yellow?
Because in your plasma, we really want to eliminate as many of the red blood cells as possible. And that's why it's got plasma, serum, platelets.
And what is this supposed to do?
Growth factors to nourish all the cells that we put in last week. It's a cold spray. Feel a small pinch. 1, 2, 3. Don't fake me.
Yeah. Shit.
Relaxing the knee muscles?
I think so.
Yeah, just keep them relaxed. Sensitive 1, 2.
Oh. It's more sensitive now because I guess because of
I
all the
irritated,
treatments I've
yeah.
had. Right?
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah. Is that what it's called, Novocaine? Or
Lidocaine.
lidocaine? Crap.
So now you're gonna feel a little bit of pressure.
Okay.
So far, okay.
I don't feel anything.
Okay. See, lidocaine works real
Wow,
nice.
it works fast. It's like really fast.
Yeah. Within
Like
10 seconds.
Since that was like less than 10 seconds.
Okay, done.
All right, that's it.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
I told you this one is. We want to get the PRP throughout the entire knee. So what I mean by entire knee, it gets to all the inside part of the meniscus. It gets around the ACL. This is not target specific like we put the stem cells, because with this, imagine you plant flowers. Okay, let's think of it this way. When you put seeds down, you put them in kind of what I say more specific spots to make them grow in a way. And then when you water, when you nourish, you kind of just spray it all around. This is kind of that water. This is the nourishment that we just spray all around.
This darker area right here is still some change in signal, but it doesn't look horrible. So this is, these are the two bones. This is the femur, the thigh bone. Here's the tibia, the shin bone, and this is where it is right now. It's not like it's bulging outwards.
Where should it be?
That's at this area. This is pretty much where it should be. Up towards the top over here. I mean, even still, it's not bad. It's just maybe a little bit bowed out. I'm not overly concerned by that. That's a minor thing to me.
So it looked like the stem cells worked on that.
Worked, not completely grown back, but definitely worked.